So last year in the fall, I got this Minn Kota terrova trolling motor. And in some other videos, I've bragged about how awesome it is and how it does great with spot lock and how I feel like I got a great deal compared to the Ultrex money-wise. But as you can see, it sticks out quite a long ways. And the reason for that is this shaft has to be 1.5 inches away from the side of the boat. So I went by this metal piece right here being about an inch past the gunnel strip there. The problem is when the boat goes on off the trailer, especially on steeper ramps, it hits the roller. Now I did replace the old rubber roller with this plastic one a couple years ago. Back when I had the old trolling motor, no issues. But I really don't want to damage the trolling motor or the top cap of the boat because it's only held on there by 4 screws. So today I went and picked up this. Now one of the problems with this is you unscrew this screw and then this plate will mount to the trolling motor, this one will mount to the boat, and the trolling motor will be able to slide all the way off. I don't want that. I just want it to slide back. So I want this whole thing to move back a few inches when I'm going to put the boat in or put it back on the trailer. So what I'm going to do is go and install this as normal, but I'm going to tap another hole back here on this plate so that when it slides, I'll unscrew this, slide it back, and then secure it in the slid back position. We'll call it launch position. And hopefully this will work for us. But this is a $60 bracket. I got this at Bass Boat Electronics locally, and I'm gonna modify it because the other one that Minn Kota makes costs $250. Not happening. So we will modify this one hopefully for, I don't know, I guess, you know, later I can use the tapping tool for other things. So it'll be a win-win. So first thing is we've got to take this shroud off. That's pretty self-explanatory, so we'll stop right now. So after taking these 2 screws out, just Phillips head, just pry this away. Might sound like it's gonna be easy. Let's just do this. There we go. So at this point, I've got the trolling motor off the boat. It was kind of a pain because I did not remove this switchboard. There's some pretty nasty screws sticking out, so I just crammed my arm in there and I got to work on it. But now we're gonna open up this. So try to see how it fits and see how it goes on. So I noticed right away it's kind of nifty. It comes with a bunch of screws. I kept my screws because I always assumed that I will need them, but I did have some screws that were stripping a little bit on their heads. These are hex set though, so these might be a little bit. So this is the problem here. Just loosen this screw up. You just take it all the way out. It does have a lock nut on it, or a lock washer. So you take that out. The trailer motor mounted here, and this bottom plate's mounted to the boat. So you slide a piece of the trailer motor. We'll slide it all the way apart, so you can take the trailer motor off. And when you have the trailer motor on, slide to here. So there's a limiter in here. I think it's right. Yeah, it's right here. So locks into place. I need it to slide back. Probably to about right there. Seems like enough of this as a line still that should have some strength. So I need to put another one of these holes, this, somewhere over, well really if you look at where this hole lines up, or here, this one, you can barely see it. That's where the screw normally lives, and aligns with that hole. So I need another hole right here. So we're gonna get this thing mounted, see how that feels, and then maybe get a tapping tool. I don't know what size it is. And put another hole right there. I know this is a boring part, but every now and then the Lord smiles on you. These holes, I don't know if you can see. So I've got holes from the old trolling motor, which was a Edge series trolling motor, so one of the older ones. Now I'm gonna clean this off because I can't stand the thought of having it clean. And this is where these newer holes is where the terrova mounts up. These are actually just marks where I was putting it in place and moving it and trying to make sure that it had enough hangover. This trolling motor does have to have some hangover. Look at this. Look at this. They line up. So this one lined up. And that one lined up, sort of do with one hand. But you get the idea. So I don't have to drill new holes in the boat, which is very exciting. So something else I wanted to mention is these are the screws that came with the mounting plate. These are the ones that came with the trolling motor. So you notice there are some long ones. So these are probably to mount the mounting plate to the boat. But think about it, the way those plates slide together, you do have to have shorter screws to mount the trolling motor to the plate that it'll be on. So just a quick point there. Alright, so it's been a few days, but I'm ready to get this trolling motor situation squared away. So I went down to Ace Hardware and I found this tab that I'm going to put in my drill. I didn't get the handle, I forgot it, but they're closed today. So this is the drill bit. This is number 7, which cross-references per Google to a 1360 hole. I drilled a small pilot hole where I want the hole to be the one that we are going to tap, which will allow the trolling motor to go where I want. So I'm going to drill the first hole and see how this goes. Basically what I've read on is I need to go slow and make sure this thing threads through just right. So we're gonna give that a shot. Alright, a little nervous. Let's see. Do we have a threaded hole? That looks positive. So. Oh yeah. You have to understand. Things like this don't usually go right for me the first time. But the guy at Ace Hardware pointed me in the right direction. I feel good about this. So we're going to slide it back. Move these rods from the oh, off trailer. These rods from the river yesterday. It's a little tough to slide still, but I'm going to add some WD-40 to it, or some kind of silicone spray, knowing now that I can lock it down in this position. A little bit of silicone spray, she slides easily. It's easy. It still has some resistance to it, but much better. Here is our final result. So something I did do is, well, let me show you how it works first. So this is the mode where it's slid back right now. You notice it will slide all the way off. Like I said, that's what this bracket's really made for. I don't really want that to happen. So this is the mode where, like I said, when fishing, it is in this mode. I will screw this in here. And now the trolling motor can go down the way that it was designed to. I can hit my spare tire so it won't go all the way down right now, but you get the idea. So if I'm going to come up to put the boat on the trailer, I just have to run up to the front of the boat and screw this. And something I've done to make this a little bit easier is I just kind of leave the screw in this hole until I fill. There we go. And now I screw it in like this. Like you don't know how to screw in a thumb screw right now. And we're now locked and loaded to put the boat on the trailer, off the trailer, whatever we need to do. So this is how I leave it stored in the garage. You do notice that I've got this, this is a swivel. There's a 100-pound braid and I have it tied to a screw over here. I just backed the screw out a little bit, tied it on there. And the reason for the swivel is so that when I screw and unscrew this, it doesn't just create a twisted mess. I think at some point in the future, I will probably take this swivel off and put a snap swivel on here maybe. But I was thinking about what would happen. Hang on a second. I was thinking like, what kind of chaos would happen if I'm on the water, I unscrew this and drop it in. Like, I hate the thought of that. So that's why I drilled through it. It's just a plastic thumb screw and put a piece of line on there, as you see. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope this helps you out. I know I really like this trolling motor, and it's a great one, but that is one of the issues that I had, was it hitting that roller and didn't want to break it, or like I said, the top cap. So hopefully this is a cheap solution that you can use. I think all in all, I think the bracket was $60. The tapping tool and the bit was probably $10. Put some 3-in-1 oil on there. I know there's some tapping oil. I didn't have any of that. Ace didn't have it either. So, you know, it probably could be done a little bit better. But for now, and for my purposes, that works great. Between the time that I did this and now, I did find there is a bracket called the Slide Master, I believe. And it actually, when you go to deploy the trolling motor, it slides on its own. Once again, I think that's like another $250 bracket. So this was the most cost-effective way that I could find to do this. And if you know anything about me personally or this channel, I'm all about like with cost-effective. I'm on a budget, and I try to do everything as cheap as I can while it still works and it's safe. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell, and do all that stuff. Thanks.